Hello everyone, and welcome back to Diddy Kong Odyssey. Yes, I bought the rather disturbing Diddy Kong suit in between episodes. Last time we cleaned up the Mushroom, the Cap, and the Cascade Kingdoms, at least of their post-game pre-Moonrock content. This episode, we are moving on to the Sand Kingdom and hammering through this. So we start off with the Taxi Man. Hey, welcome back. Who knew I'd meet you here, see you all over and meet you here again? Crazy. I love home, nowhere nicer, nowhere friendlier, but great to bump into again. So here, a gift. Oh, I forgot how luminous and hideous the moons of the Sand Kingdom are. Glad to be your driver, it's been quite a ride. I'll never forget it, trip of a lifetime. And that finally does kind of conclude that quest line. Next is a bit of a new concept. You've got these worried looking boniters here, and he says, I'm travelling here with a friend, but I've lost track of him. He doesn't care for the heat, so he may be hiding on someone's head to cool off. This is what's known as hat and seek, and this first instance at least is quite straightforward. This Tostrina's hat here has eyeballs, and you talk to him and he says, Oh, you found me, but how? How? I was so well hidden. I'll give you this if you keep my hiding spot a secret. Wonderful. Gets us hat and seek in the sand. Then the final thing I think we need to do in Tostrina Town is if we come up here and spark pylon up. It's probably just the easiest way of getting onto this roof. There is the Jamming Toad over here. He's a thing as ever, and he says the theme he's looking for is memories of a tough battle. So that would be track number 50, which is Brutal's Battle. And with that, he will give us the moon, which is jamming in the Sand Kingdom. Wonderful. With that, we're done in town, and we actually want to, if we warp all the way up to the top left here, you'll notice the map tells us Koopa Freerunning is here. So let's see what the freerunning course looks like. So we've got to go from these far ruins all the way back into town, but there's a really nice trick for it that at least none of the Koopas seem to do, which is Jaxies are a thing. So we can actually just grab a Jaxie and head straight into the town, to the point where I'm actually going to put the speeder on, because it's not even a particularly interesting race, it's just me Jaxing. It's night again now. Koopa Freerunning and Balloon World both use the same, time of day, or weather effect, which tends to be different, to the other one. Stop it! Okay, right, speeder on now. And with that, we have, of course, won by a country mile. Actually, we weren't that massively far ahead of him, but there we go. That gets us our Power Moon, and we now want to head... We actually need to head underground, basically to just after where we fought Knuckletex. So, let's grab ourselves a Jaxie. And we just need to basically head due east from here until it's not quite underneath where the pyramid was, but it's where Knuckletex's head was, is this... What the fuck? Is this additional hole. Down we go! Now here we'll have various mummies up here, but we want to basically avoid them entirely and go straight to this slingshot. And this fires us up to one of the treasures that's now been returned. This is the binding band that Bowser stole, and it's back here now. And it's giant, and it's glowing, which means if we ground pound on it, there we go, it will actually spew out a moon. And it's nice that there's little post-game changes like that. And actually most of the treasures that Bowser stole, or things from the different kingdoms, are mostly returned now, which is quite cool. With this, we now want to walk to the ruined round tower, mostly because this is the nice easy way to catch a spark pylon all the way up to the top of the inverted tower, where to our left we will find Peach and Tiara. To think this huge stone thing could float! The world is full of wonders. How does it float? Why is it inverted? So mysterious. I even found a power moon in the sand. Take good care of it. And with that, we are already done in the Sand Kingdom for now. Final thing, as ever, I was just thinking about the place with the beautiful flower fields. I'd like to see them again. Well, we'll see you in the Lake Kingdom first, I suspect, but we'll head back and do Balloon World briefly. So this all takes place in an evening Sand Kingdom, which is kind of cool to see. And I'm going to immediately take advantage of Glide On and try and head over towards that tower there, but I don't know if I can necessarily get on... Oh, I think I actually can. If people don't think to use Glide On, this could be a good hiding place. Oh, even better, actually. This will throw people a little bit more. I guess you could technically get there on foot, but there we go. We'll slap it there. Not amazing hiding... Actually, it's not really hidden, it's just over there. But hey, well, we'll see how it does. With that, we've got one more piece of business to do, which is back in town. Then we want to go right kind of around the edge of these buildings, and there's a bit of hint art on this one. There's a crazy camp shop, 6 away from that, and 3 away from a checkpoint. Interesting. Let's head over to where that is, which is Bowser's Kingdom. Well, we'll juice up the Odyssey first. And with that, yes, we'll head over to Bowser's Kingdom and walk to the souvenir shop, which is where that is showing. Now here, we've got all these, well, you can hear Peach over there, we'll deal with her in a bit. We've got all these flagstones between here and the Crazy Cap shop. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from that way, and 3 from the flag is here. Look at that. Found with Sand Kingdom art. Wonderful. With that, let's actually head on to our next real destination, which is the Lake Kingdom. So our first port of call here is, as ever, Cappy points out, the Moon Rock, which is over there right next to Luigi, which is just up to our right. But our first business here, we've got Koopa free running, but we actually first want to use the binoculars, because up in the air is a single taxi. Wonderful, let's grab that moon, they take forever to come out of them. And with that, taxi flying through Lake Lamode, there's a binoculars related one in basically every kingdom. Not all of them, but most of them. Let's try our hand at Koopa freerunning. This one can be a bit of a bugger just because it's hard. I find it very hard to move efficiently underwater, so let's go for it. You might not necessarily tell by just the lighting alone, but you may have to take my word for it that it is actually night in Lake Lamode at the moment, for the freerunning and for Balloon World, which is mildly cool. So weirdly here, Koopas are also capable of capturing, they just turn into shells. It's kind of weird, but there we go. Right, this red one is already ahead of me, which is not a great sign. We just have to remember while we're underwater a couple of things. Number one, if you press like Z and X at the same time, you do that like power stroke, which can be really helpful. Balls, but don't do that, because then it takes you fucking forever to recover. The real trick here is in getting a cheap, which I'm not doing, and I've been very inefficient, but I find underwater movement just really difficult to do well in this game. We are probably not going to make this one, I'll be honest. Nope, absolutely not going to. I'm actually dying is also a very real risk. I'm being bullied by these fucking things. I'm running out of air. I think I'm just gonna die. Yep, choked out. Right, let's try that again. Oh, this is going much better. I'm already in first at this point and I'm not asphyxiating. Both of these are good ways to win a race. Continue breathing and be in first. With that, we basically want to kind of surface here, and you can actually make it fine across the surface as the Cheep. Where am I going? Oh, I know, I'm going up to the boss arena. It really had a moment where it was just like, wait, what the shit am I doing? We're looking pretty good here, I'll be honest. There aren't many Koopas around. It's that initial movement through the tunnel that can be a real bastard. Now, can I drill onto this one and bounce straight up and avoid this Goomba mess? Oh, don't die here! God, that would be deeply embarrassing. There we go, brilliant. Let's go claim our moon. And with this, weirdly, we want to get changed into a costume we've not seen in quite some time, which is the cowboy outfit. Why do we want to do this, you ask? Well, let's head over to the water terrace. And we have these 3 lock ladies here. The one on the left says, "Why, yes, I am one of the fabulous Style Sisters. Inspire me with space clothes. Nothing about use of space now. Explore a new frontier." This one says, "Avast, I be captain of the Style Sisters. Show me pirate clothes, ye scurvy dog. Ye are no pirate, matey." But the one we're looking for is this one here, which says, "Howdy, partner. This Style Sister wants to take a gander at some cowboy clothes. Yee-haw, you're a cowboy from hat to heel. Take this power moon for a badge. There's a new sheriff in town." And you can imagine from that what the other ones want. So first off, we will return with astronaut clothes. And this woman on the left will now be like, I love it, just everything about it screams space, and I can hear it. That's quite good. So she gives us a power moon, which is space is in right now. And finally, of course, we want to return as a pirate. And the middle sister will say, "Aye, that be it. Now ye are a pirate dreaded across the 7 seas. I grant ye this power moon for your help. Y'are worth it." And that is that trendy pirate look. Wonderful. With that, we're also done in the Lake Kingdom, with the exception, as ever, of Luigi's Balloon Mansion, I nearly called it there, Balloon World. I'm amazed to see that one we laid in the Sand Kingdom is still going. We start off here. What do I want to do? Right, I've got 2 options. Either take a fish and try and get just the fuck away that way and get quite far, or go deep. Let's try and go deep and see what we do. So let's gather some... I've not actually shown this off, but if we gather coins, we get time. So let's just go as deep down this hole as we can, and hopefully no one else will think to do this. I mean, the arrow, I think, doesn't point vertically. I think the real concern here is, should I have got a fish? Am I actually just going to run out of breath? Well, we've got 15 seconds, so we'll just actually see how far down this tube we can get. Maybe someone will see it down here and be like, I need to get a fish, and then realise you actually haven't got the time to get a fish, maybe. At least breath isn't going to be a problem. We're actually going to time out before we get to the bottom of this tube anyway. Let's leave it here. We'll see how that does. That's a bit of an evil one. Wonderful. With that, we're done in this. We've done 2 of the 4 kingdoms I want to do this episode. The other 2 are actually a little shorter. So, let's head to the Wooded Kingdom next, I think. Oh shit, no, I've actually forgotten to do something. We need to find Peach in this kingdom. So, let's head over to the Water Plaza Terrace. And here she is in swimsuit. Let's not think too hard about that. I can't decide what's lovelier here, the people or the architecture. Is this where that lovely Lock Lady dress that Peach wore was made? Oh hey, a power moon came floating along. It'll be safer with you. Yes. So that gets us Peach in the Lake Kingdom, and she'll talk again about visiting the Wooded Kingdom with the beautiful flower fields, and indeed we will see her right over there. So let's head to the Wooded Kingdom. Now for here, the first thing we want to do, ignoring Cappy's usual thing, is we want to walk up to the secret flower field entrance. And from here, we actually want to turn straight right around, and out in this field and to the left, there is this pole here, and this leads to a bit of a series of platforming things it's unclear exactly why this is a post-game thing, but I assure you it is. I wasn't entirely sure until I was running through this in practice, and then this absolutely is not here. So bear in mind that lock and key thing that's there, well, the lock specifically. The key is a bit more complex to get to, where we have to go over here, hop down off this pipe, long jump onto here. Oh, sugar! Oh, bugger, we already have to... That's Trixie is what that is. So... Oh, there we go, we're fine. I got the fear briefly. That unlocks it. Oh god, I forgot how deeply saturated these moons are as well. And then just to get up there, we hit a P-switch, and it's just as simple as following this up there. One thing I really like about these invisible paths as they appear at the same speed you move. I don't know if they're actually necessarily timed with your movement, but it just means you don't have to be like stopping for it. You can just run at full speed and you won't actually fall off the end of it, which is really nice actually. Let's grab that, which is swing around the secret flower field, which is indeed exactly what we did. Next, let's warp to the summit path. I can never remember which of those checkpoints is which because of this weird 3D-ness of this kingdom. Now what we want to do here is come straight off to the south and hop down here to buy the stream. It's actually the quickest way of getting here, is our old friend, the Jamming Toad. His hint this time for us is sky high coins aplenty, and I think we know what that one is if we go to number 75, above the clouds. Wonderful, that's the music he wanted to hear, and he gives us, of course, jamming in the Wooded Kingdom. Wonderful. Let's warp up now to the Forest Charging Station. Oh, he's going to give us some Moon Kingdom music. He's going to give us Honeyloon Ridge Escape, the 8-bit version. Which is actually quite interesting. I'll play that a little bit later, because you don't hear that normally. It's the music, the really Sonic-like music when you're smashing stuff up as Bowser at the end. There's an 8-bit version of that, which you don't hear in the normal game, so he gives you it there and there. Anyway, what we're after here is this Koopa here is, of course, Koopa speedrunning. Now, this one can be a bit tricksy. It's quite a distance to go. And there's really only one point where you can get a clear edge over the Koopas, which is they'll all go down the beanstalk in front of you here. What we want to do is go straight over to the left, then we jump off the edge here, and as I've said before, make sure, just before you hit the ground... Oh, bugger, didn't do it there. Shit. Should be fine. If you throw Cappy just before hitting the ground, then you will... Ooh, stop yourself from being stunned. Shite, he's really on us. This is not ideal. Cool. Right, well, they just have to do this with a Koopa up our Krev, then. He's going to move very efficiently. He's the red one. The red one tends to be quite good. I just need to make sure I don't make any mistakes in this maze. Because he certainly won't. But he is behind me, and he's, yeah, they move in their shell when they're doing the equivalent of a capture, which is mildly interesting. Oh, need to remember to shove this platform up. He's uncomfortably close. I should be fine. But I haven't exactly got the old wiggle room right. Cool, I think we're done there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's because I'm... You lose like a full 2 seconds if you like boot into a wall or take full damage or something like that. Well, that fall kind of stunning. So you can really actually biff a lead amazingly fast like I did there by rolling into the thing. But hey, that gets us the free running moon. Now the final bit of business is to see Peach. And Peach is nice and easy to get to up here. We just walk to the observation deck. And you can hear her there already, but she is just behind us, her and Tiara. The flowers in this kingdom are so lovely. I wonder how they grow them. I have never seen so many flowers. A power moon popped out of a flower. I hope it helps you in your travels. And there we go, Peach in the Wooded Kingdom. And she'll say next, of course, our next destination too. I wonder what there is to see above the clouds. Probably something worth seeing, With that, I am going to attempt to do Balloon World here, but I don't actually think I can do it. Oh, people are searching for that one in the Lake Kingdom. That'll be a good one. I think the Sand Kingdom one is still active, actually. We'll check with Luigi. You can. Ah, there goes the Sand Kingdom one. There, well, we'll never know. But that means the Lake Kingdom one is clearly still going. Where is Luigi in this one? It says he's down here somewhere. Is he just behind the Odyssey? Yeah. But you can actually check what's still active with Luigi. And I'm curious to see what happens, because I've got one place in this kingdom already. I wonder if I can overwrite it, like withdraw it, or whether it just has to stay there until someone pops it, because no one's really trying it. It's not like it's paying out constantly, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, Lake is still going, and the Wooded one is still going. Cool. What happens if I go and hide it here, then? You hit a balloon here already. That will disappear. Cool. Yep, that's fine. I'm basically going to do the same one again, because I liked this one. I thought this was ingenious, but clearly it's gone to the bottom of the list and no one's trying it. So, what I want to do, we start up on the observation deck and it's night time. I want to use Glide On. But what I specifically want to do is grab the bastard and not take him in the way people might expect, and take him right over here to the arena where we kind of fought Spewart. But I actually want to take him way beyond that. You've got a lot of time. Time is absolutely on your side here. So, if we bring him around here... Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. No, I haven't fucked up. What the? Shit. Wait. Help. Where am I? Sure. Why not? That's not where I was intending to go. I was intending to go where I just was, where we hit that P-switch with the key on it. But that... Cool. We'll put that there and we'll see what happens. Because before I hit it behind Spewart's arena, and clearly that just broke something fundamental. With that... got one final thing to do, which is head over to the Cloud Kingdom. Cloud Kingdom is tiny, there's literally nothing in it post-game content, there's only a moon rock, so that won't take long. So as I say, there is a moon rock here, and Cappy will draw our attention to it, but we will be doing that later, and there's nothing here in the meantime. There is literally just Peach for us, and we don't really have to search particularly hard for her. She's literally just right over there. And I have no idea how long this episode's been. I was aiming for somewhere in the 20 to 25 minutes, but it may be longer or it may be shorter. I don't know, because these are just very heavily edited, these blitzing ones. So it feels amazing to be so high up. I feel like I can see forever. This place looks like a pillow, the perfect spot for a nap. Oh, a power moon flew by earlier. You're collecting them, right? And that gets us Peach in the Cloud Kingdom. Wonderful, and we will hold it there. Thank you everyone for watching. Next episode we'll be taking on the Lost Kingdom, the Metro Kingdom, and possibly the Snow Kingdom, time depending. The Metro Kingdom is quite big, even post-game, so there is more shit to be doing there, certainly. So, I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day. We'll end by juicing up the Odyssey.